Dr. Cutter with the Chainsaw Hospital, and today I'm going to show you how to start an MS 192 TC. And the MS 192 is the model, and the T is the top handle, and the C is a comfort. So it's got this kind of elasto start kind of thing going on here. It's got a little bounce to it. So, but either way, first things first, we're going to check to make sure we got plenty of fuel, 2-cycle mix in the top here. And then we've got plenty of bar oil in the bottom here. So we're good to go with that. I just filled them up, so it should be okay. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set this choke lever back here to the rear position. So that'll be the choke position. And then the next step, we're going to put our hand on the trigger interlock right here, push that down, squeeze the trigger all the way back, and we're going to push this multi-function switch on the top here toward the rear, and then we're going to hold it back there and let go of the trigger, and that'll keep that locked in. So that's good there. And next up, we'll go ahead and pump this purge bulb here, maybe 4 or 5 times. So we want to make sure there's plenty of fuel in there. So that's showing me that plenty of fuel is cycled through the tank, through the carburetor, and back to the tank. So we got plenty of fuel in there. So next up, we're going to take and hold the saw in our right hand, take our left hand onto the starter recoil here, this handle, and we're going to push the saw away from us and pull the rope toward us. These top handles, there's not much to hold on to, so you can't really put it on the ground, but that's how you start them up. So let's go ahead and try that, and we're going to pull it until we kind of hear it try to start bark. It probably won't run, but it'll halfway kind of like try to start. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, there we go. Did you hear it kind of pop? And your saw, it might take 3 or 4 or 5 pulls, depending on how long it's been since you started it, to get it to do that. This one only took one. It's a warm day. It's a beautiful day, and I just had this thing running maybe yesterday or something like that. But either way, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this choke lever right here, and we're going to move it toward the forward position, which would be choke off. But we're not going to touch our trigger because that's still going to set our high idle. That's the reason we did that. So we're going to not squeeze the trigger again. We're going to use the push away and pull toward method again. So let's see if we can get this thing to start up. And if it starts up, we're going to let it, high idle for just a little bit, and then we're going to blip that trigger, and that'll knock it right out of high idle. So let's see if we can get it to start. And I just pushed the multifunction switch forward all the way to turn it off. So there you go. That's how you start this thing up. Super easy. These are really nice top handles, by the way. So that's about it. So once we get it going there, then you'd let it idle, warm up a little bit, and then you go on and go cutting. But either way, so remember, keep your chain sharp and stay safe.